Well, I'd planned to shoot this video in the office, but I can't get in there this afternoon, unfortunately, so I've had to come to the lovely park in Thame, where I live, and shoot this on the iPhone. So here we go, rough and ready, but really I just wanted to get this information across to you, so I figured it'd be best just to get something out there, and then hopefully I can get it up on the site and we can get things going. I'm talking, of course, about the workshops. The two live events I have planned for the end of February. One here in Thame, which is near Oxford in the UK, and one in Dublin. They're both over the last weekend of February. All the details are down below, but I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what you can expect to learn if you are able to make it on one of these workshops. They'll both be exactly the same, but we're going to cover three main elements, and the first one is probably the most important. It's all my fundamental beliefs about intelligent running and how to get the best and the most out of every run that you do. Whether you're training for an event or you just want to get faster and then maybe step up your running and your training to take on something like a 10K or a half or a full marathon. We're going to be looking at everything you need to know about putting into practice the best practices to get the best results. So we'll be talking threshold running, we'll be talking about the best strategies for hill training, we'll be covering things like body conditioning, and all the other elements that go into effective training to get the best results. So that's the first element. We're actually going to put a bit of that into practice as well in the bonus bit, which is the outdoor run. A running workshop wouldn't be a running workshop without a run, so I figured we'll get outside and we'll do a bit of a session outdoors, at which point we'll be looking at a couple of things. First of all, I'll be helping you understand pace selection, and when we talk about threshold running, what does that actually mean? We talk about easy pace running. Well, what does that feel like? And we're going to be going through that, and you're going to be feeling it. Well, I always feel that we learn better when we've experienced something, so that's the key with that bit. And we're also going to be touching on running technique. This isn't going to be a technique-heavy workshop, but we will certainly be covering it. It wouldn't be one of my workshops without at least a few references to the forward lean and the pieces of string and where to put your feet on the ground. So that kind of thing. We're going to be talking about technique and giving you at least a few good pointers as to what you should be looking at with how you run. And obviously I'll be helping you on an individual basis when we're out there on the outdoor run. The second element we'll be covering is nutrition, and a slightly different take on running nutrition to the conventional high carb, low fat runner's diet, all the pasta and breads and so on. So I've got a slightly different approach to that that's been getting me great results, and also a lot of the people I've been working with recently on a more one-to-one basis. So we're gonna be covering running nutrition. I've got a couple of funky things to chuck into the mix there as well. So that's going to be an interesting session, to say the least. And the third thing we're going to be covering is motivation and mindset strategies. This is a real key one, because especially if you're training for an event, is how do you keep the motivation going, and how do you stay in a positive frame of mind the whole way through the training cycle. It's okay at the beginning because you're fresh and you're excited about getting stuck into a new program, and it's kind of okay at the end because it's the end and you're almost about to race. But it's that middle bit, those important weeks where you really need to be knuckling down, but the motivation's starting to wane a little bit. So we're going to look at motivation techniques for a training cycle like training for an event, and also within the run itself. How do you keep yourself motivated to push yourself that little bit harder? How do you motivate yourself to get out there and focus on the training methods that you need to focus on, whether if it's a threshold run? How do you keep yourself at that correct intensity, even when there's a little person sat there on your shoulder saying, slow down, the pain will go away? So we're looking at motivation within a whole training cycle, and also motivation and mindset within the run itself. So the whole training workshop's a 4-hour piece. It's 20 quid for the one in the UK, and it's 25 euros for the Irish workshop. All the venues are sorted out now, so you can go ahead, and if you're interested in coming along, there will clearly be limited seats at both of these events, and at this price, I've never put it down to this price before. I'm experimenting a little bit with this. I imagine they're going to sell out pretty quick. So down below, you'll see the PayPal link. Just hit that, go straight through, register, and you'll have your place booked. I'll be in touch very soon with your confirmation, and I can't wait. I'm really excited about this. I've not done a workshop, I think, since last February, March time, so this is a really exciting time for me to be putting on a couple more workshops like this. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you can make it there soon, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.